Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher. We need your energy.
So get up!
Get loud!
Every clap. Every cheer. This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Atlanta, are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monster Jam Fast Track. Tonight, we join Stadium Championship Series East for an old-school Monster Jam battle at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. Now let's head down to the track for the first competition, JCB Racing.
In our first matchup in the left lane from Conroe, Texas, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon! And his opponent, former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur! Our drivers see an outside amber light. They begin moving to the starting line. The inside amber means they are saged at the starting line. Then red goes green, and JCB Racing begins here in Atlanta. Your winner, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Coming up here, Jim Kohler in Avenger. And his opponent also from Team Scream, it's Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. These two have met twice so far in 2026 with Jim Kohler and Avenger taking both wins. Jim Kohler celebrates the 29th year of driving Avenger, trying to get to his 25th consecutive World Finals. The only driver to compete in the same truck at every Monster Jam World Finals event is Team Scream Racing here in round one of JCB Racing. And we have a deep stage, which means both drivers will pull back from the starting line and begin to stage again. So those lights will reset. Again, the outside amber means they can begin pulling to the starting line, and the inside amber means they are set. And then the red light will turn to the green, and we will have our race. Joe Foley on that far side, the right lane with that red straightaway. Jim Foley in the left lane, the blue lane already pulled to the line. Joe Foley is now set at the line. We will await our second green light as we continue on with round one. Your winner in advancing to round two, Jim Kohler in Avenger. There are your times, 23.790. Advances Jim Kohler and Avenger into round two to take on Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. Up first, out of Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, 2019 World Finals high jump champion, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And her opponent riding for Team Tom Foolery out of Osteen, Florida, it's Matt Pagliarulo and Jester. This is the third meeting between these two heavyweights here. 1-1 is the record, so both with a win. Your winner, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. In our final round one race in the left lane out of Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. And his 5-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Adam Anderson 24-15 in 2026 with 2 racing wins, but Jamie Sullivan beat them in their only 2026 matchup. So Jamie Sullivan, Adam Anderson, one more spot left in our round 2 bracket. Another deep stage. Gravedigger will now pull back and re-pull into the starting line as Jamie Sullivan will now pull Sparkle Smash back up to that chalk line. 1 spot remains. The winner moves on to face Chris Kohler and Mayhem in round 2. It is Gravedigger. It is Sparkle Smash. Your winner, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. She will move on to the final spot in round 2 to meet Chris Kohler in Mayhem. There's your round 2 bracket. JCB Tigatron, Megalodon, Thunderosaurus, Avenger, Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, and Mayhem Sparkle Smash.
It's time for round 2 of JCB Racing. The 4 fastest drivers from round 1 will now go head-to-head with the 4 drivers that received that automatic bye into round 2. So Atlanta, are you ready for some more JCB Racing? Make some noise!
In the blue lane out of Paris, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion Tristan England, JCB Tigatron. And advancing to round 2 out of Conroe, Texas, it's Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Tristan England 17-10. JCB Racing record with 2 wins coming into this matchup. He has beaten Kevin Crocker twice so far. Your winner, Tristan England, JCB Tigatron. Next up in round 2, out of Houston, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion, Cole Stevens, Thunderosaurus. And his opponent, another 2-time World Finals champion, is Jim Kohler in Avenger. Cole Stevens with the first round bye does get lane choice. He stays in the blue lane. We saw Tristan England pick that lane as well. So drivers showing some favoritism right now in that left blue side of the track. We'll see if it pays off for Cole Stevens here in round 2. Your winner is Cole Stevens, Thunderosaurus. There's your bracket here, JCB Tigatron. Thunderosaurus will meet in the semifinals, so Tristan England will take on Cole Stevens. And then we still have Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, and Mayhem Sparkle Smash here in round 2. In the blue lane out of Itasca, Illinois, it's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And in the red lane advancing from round 1, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And I'm being told that Classroom Crusher will not be able to continue on with this JCB Racing bracket. So that means that Joe Foley's El Toro Loco will come back in this race. Joe had the fastest time of any non-winning truck in round 1. As we continue on here, we're having a great time in Atlanta. Monster Jam action on Stadium Championship Series East. 2 of the best drivers in the sport in freestyle now going to try to be 2 of the fastest drivers here tonight to win the JCB Racing competition. 12 points on the line, season points on the line. El Toro Loco is pulling to the line. We are ready to go green with more Monster Jam Racing. Your winner, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizers. We take a look at the original Super Glue to the action replay. It was a brake check on the far side jump for El Toro Loco. Caused a slap wheelie on the backside and made Joe Foley go off the racetrack. And a 25.384 will send Lucas Stabilizer into the semifinal round. We'll see if she gets lane choice. But so far this round, that is the first race that a driver out of that red lane has won. Next up in round 2 out of Columbus, Michigan, former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, it's Chris Kohler in Mayhem. And his opponent in the red lane advancing from round 1, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Chris Kohler enters this race with a 16-15 racing record on the year. He does have one JCB Racing win to his credit as he tries to get past Jamie Sullivan. It's the 4th meeting between these two young rising stars this season. Chris has 2-1 so far against Jamie Sullivan. Final spot in the semis up for grabs. Your winner, Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
It is time for the JCB Racing semifinals. These are the 4 fastest drivers we've got today, all hoping to walk away with the first 12 points of this event, that top spot on that BKT leaderboard, and of course, that racing win. So Atlanta, are you ready to meet your semifinalists? Let me hear you.
How many of you think Thunderoris is going to win? Monster Jam fans, who thinks JCB Digatron is going to win? Cole Stevens in the blue lane, Tristan England in the red lane. Here we go! Can you feel the thunder tonight, Colt Stevens? Thunderoris is your winner, advancing to the final. Super Glue replay is up. Colt Stevens with an excellent race pass from that blue side, 23.876. Thunderoris moving on to the JCB Racing Finals. All right, here we go. Final matchup in the semis. Who's cheering for Mayhem? And who's cheering for Lucas Stabilizer? One spot remains in the JCB Racing bracket. Winner advances to meet Thunderoris in the racing finals with 12 points on the line and the driver's seat for the BKT Overall Event Championship. We are ready. Your winner is Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Atlanta, we've made it all the way to the JCB Racing Finals. Make some noise, come on. These are the 2 fastest drivers we've got today. Incredibly fast times from each of them, but only one of them is going to walk away with the first 12 points of this event, that racing win, and that top spot on our BKT leaderboard, one step closer to that BKT Overall Event Championship. So Atlanta, are you ready to meet your racing finalists? Make some noise!
In the blue lane out of Columbus, Michigan, 2023 Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And in the red lane from Houston, Texas, 2-time World Finals champion, Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. This is the 5th meeting this season between these two drivers. Cole Stevens 3-1 this year against Chris Kohler, but Chris gets lane choice. The blue lane 6-1 in the last 7 races. It's our JCB Racing Finals in Atlanta. We're going to go ahead to the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Too close to call on the finish. Here you go. And your winner, Colt Stevens, Thunderoras. Colt Stevens making it happen in the red lane, gets the win. This is his 3rd JCB Racing win of the season for Colt Stevens. What a run, what a start to the weekend here in Atlanta for the 2-time World Finals champion. Colt Stevens has found another gear in JCB Racing so far in 2026 and has put the rest of the league on notice. He's your JCB Racing winner. How about it, Atlanta? Give it up for Colt Stevens, driver of Thunderoras.
Colt, congratulations. What an incredible racing win here today at Echo Park Speedway. This is the place to do it, but you have been on absolute fire lately. Talk to us about how this truck is dialed in.
Hey, hats off to my crew chief, Shelby. She's got this thing dialed in. We have been bad fast all year. We finally put it together, and I'll tell you what, it's a speedway. And we won racing here. I've been wanting to do this event for so many years. I sat up in the booth with Scott Jordan during COVID and called the event. Now we're here on the track. This is awesome.
Your first time here, and you've gone ahead and added 12 points towards not only a series points championship at the end of this, but of course an overall event championship here this evening. But talk to us about skills coming up next. We do know that you guys, of course, switched your gear ratios in Thunderoras. Is that going to affect you in the skills competition?
You know, what I got planned, I think the gear set's going to be perfect. It's matched up good, so I'm excited for skills. Hopefully we can come away with 12 more points. I tell you what, you guys rock, Atlanta. We're having so much fun here. It's old school feel, having fun, going fast. My family's up there in the booth with my 2 twin boys. I love you guys. This is awesome. Thanks, Atlanta!
Give it up one more time. Colt Stevens, Thunderoras.
Coming up next, it's more Atlanta adrenaline with Stadium Championship Series East on Monster Jam Fast Track.
It's time for our second competition of the event, the Skills Challenge. Drivers get 2 attempts to complete any skills move, so their best maneuver on 2 wheels. If they complete it on the first one, they don't take the second attempt. You could see stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, or moonwalks, or a driver can choose 1 attempt to do a powerful Monster Jam donut. That is a popper off the kicker blocks into a nose wheelie. And momentum carries it into another nose wheelie.
Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Up on the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay off the kicker blocks. He is known for this season. Gets right into a nose wheelie, continues to punch it and get that momentum going. He got 20 seconds with those back 2 BKT tires up to put him back down. Right now he's using all of that time, continues to go out all the way onto this Atlanta track, and he's going to continue to drop it down. Your score for Mike Pagliarulo, 8.2 from the experts, 7.89 from the fans, 8.050 for Excalibur. Making his way back from the pits, it is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Stopping moonwalk combination.
Class is in session for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Camden Murphy with 4 skills wins on the season. As we take a look at the original Super Glue replay, goes up on the ramp face side of that step up, lines up Classroom Crusher, comes down, no pop on the back, does get a stoppy right here, goes for a nose wheelie first, and then stops on a dime right there. Beautiful angle of the truck, 180 degrees. Your scores are locked now for Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. As we take a look at the scoreboard, 7.7 from the experts, 6.9 from the fans, 7.339 for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Our next competitor, 5-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. He will get another attempt at that move, going for a slap wheelie combination. There's your slap wheelie combo.
Give it up for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
There's your slap wheelie on the original Super Glue. Glue to the action replay. Second attempt gets a good one. Able to get the momentum of the front 2 BKT tires up, and then goes for a bicycle combination as he turned it in towards that ramp. But a slap wheelie combo. Atlanta just became slap wheelie city. We'll see if it turns into Gravedigger country after your scores come in. Adam Anderson looking for his first skills win of the season. Your score for Gravedigger, 7.4 from the expert judge, 7.377 from the fans, and 7.389 is the score for Gravedigger. Coming out onto the track now out of Osteen, Florida, it's Matt Pagliarulo and Jester. Slap wheelie combo over the car stack. Matt Pagliarulo going old school with a slap wheelie over the car stack. It's a nice one. That momentum carries him up again for a double combination move. Outside of that mud there, you see a lot of that track, that moisture in the track, just looking awesome here in Atlanta. So a double slap wheelie combo for Jester. We'll see if that puts him up on top of the overall leaderboard here in the skills competition as we continue to rack up points here on the way to the event championship. Your scores for Matt Pagliarulo and Jester are in. 7 from the expert judge, 5.7 for the fans, and a 6.383 is the score for Jester. Here's your current leaderboard in the skills competition. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, started the competition off. He's at 8.050. No one's been able to knock him out of the top spot yet. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, it is 7.389. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, 7.339. And we just saw Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, 6.383. 4 trucks down, 8 to go in skills. We're going to continue on with our skills competition. Up next, it's Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Reverse stoppie into a wheelie combo. Executed it perfectly, was able to accelerate what he needed to and keep that composure and precision in that 12,000 pounds of pure steel. And Kevin Crocker and Megalodon with a nice combination move. Your scores are in, and your score from Megalodon is... Expert score 7.1, fan score 6.684, 6.892 is the total score from Megalodon. Our next competitor, the Monster Jam Skills Challenge out of Columbus, Michigan, two-time World Finals Freestyle champion is Jim Kohler, an Avenger. That was an unsuccessful attempt for Avenger, so Jim Kohler gets another opportunity at a move off the kicker.
Mr. Excitement himself, Jim Kohler, Avenger.
Up on the original Super Glue replay, Jim Kohler, Avenger, made his way around the track, went for a popper off the kicker. Here it is right here. Gets the VKT tires up right where he wants them. Goes for the popper, just slick dirt, just not cooperating just as he would like. Does get the popper into a modified stoppie combination move. We'll see what your score is as we get locked in here. 5 from the expert, 3.33 from the fans. 4.166 is the score for Avenger. Making his way out on the track, your current overall event leader, Coach Stevens, Thunderosaurus. That was an unsuccessful bicycle attempt for Thunderosaurus. Coach Stevens gets another attempt. Coach Stevens Thunderosaurus won the JCB Racing competition, got 12 points to take the overall event lead. Went for a bicycle, but this Atlanta dirt here just too slick right now, very tacky. So it's not letting up. It's becoming a 13th competitor out on that track. We heard Lindsay Noble talk about that earlier here tonight. There's your score for Thunderosaurus, 3.012. Out next from Columbus, Michigan for Team Scream, it's Chris Kohler in Mayhem. That was an unsuccessful attempt for Mayhem. Chris Kohler will get one more attempt at the same maneuver in Mayhem.
Make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Chris Kohler, Mayhem, looking for a second skills win of the season. Out here, as we saw the two attempts from a stoppie from two different obstacles, went over to the far side of the track and then tried again in the middle there on that tabletop step up. Just could not get the traction he needed because of the mud, the dirt that's out there, the moisture, as he tried to attempt the stoppie. There is your score from Mayhem, 3.417. Coming out to the track now, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Monster Jam Donut.
We nearly lost her in that cloud of dirt. Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
The original Super Glue replay, just round and round and round. Cynthia, see all the other drivers doing obstacles here on the track. She goes for a powerful Monster Jam Donut, and what a good look how close she gets over to the asphalt side of that track. Incredible awareness and execution to pull the truck back into the center there and continue on with the revolutions. Excellent donut for Cynthia Gauthier. Your scores are in, and the score for Lucas Stabilizer is 8.169, your new leader, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Coming out next, two-time World Finals champion Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Stoppie nose really moonwalk combo.
Can you dig it for Tristan England, JCB Digatron?
Up on the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Tristan England found the obstacle he liked, gets a nose wheelie, stoppie, and then goes into moonwalk formation. Continues to keep the truck lined up perfectly with that tabletop, takes it all the way across, and then gets it back down. Got a nice reverse popper on the backside in as well. Your score for JCB Digatron is 8.778. Your new leader, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Our next competitor, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan will get another attempt at that maneuver. Jamie Sullivan driving Sparkle Smash, the only female competitor in Monster Jam history so far to compete in the skills competition and Monster Jam World Finals. Was looking for 2 stoppies, just could not get one to come up. The back 2 wheels did not go to the 180-degree angle. Still made the effort, still got some acceleration there at the end. 3.729 is the score for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Our final competitor out of Leicester, Massachusetts, it's Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Double slap wheelie combo. Triple slap wheelie combo. 4 slap wheelies. 5 slap wheelies. 6 slap wheelie combinations there for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Get loud for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco.
Original Super Glue replay. Joe Foley, last competitor, doing something nobody else has done. There's your second slap wheelie, gets the smoke out of the crazy bull, goes for 3, and continues to go in 4, 5, 6, or 7. Let's call it 6 here. 6 slap wheelies. Atlanta officially is Slap Wheelie City. The crazy bull, El Toro Loco, 25 years. And Joe Foley looking for the win. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.908. Your winner, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. They saved the best for last in tonight's case. Joe Foley on the far right of the track. 6 slap wheelie combos, able to get the win. His second, his first since Miami. Great win for Joe Foley and El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, El Toro Loco's Joe Foley takes the skills win. And of course, here in Atlanta, showing you guys those old school moves, a beautiful slap wheelie across the track, and really taking advantage of how many yards of dirt are specifically here at Echo Park Speedway. I know that was your plan going into it. Did you know that you could go ahead and take it that far?
Oh, absolutely, man. I guess Atlanta over here is liking the slap wheelies, man. I love this place, man. There's so much room. You can just do slap wheelies all day long. It's my favorite, man. It's my go-to. It does good in the stadiums, but coming out here, man, I got like a half a mile worth of slap wheeliage. So, you know what? It's pretty sweet. I'm stoked that the fans like it. But, man, we're rolling in. We got some freestyle coming up, man. I know these guys are excited. I can hear them, man. The louder you guys are, the crazier you guys get, the more excited we're going to go out there and blow these things apart. The Atlanta fans are ready for Monster Jam.
And of course, there's always more action where that came from. We're going to go to halftime and then back for Monster Jam Freestyle, where so many drivers are so ready to show everything they've got, especially, you know, trying to have some accolades here in Atlanta Motor Speedway. What can we expect from you in Freestyle?
And Freestyle is just going to be absolute carnage. We got 12 of the most baddest trucks on the planet, man. We got Jim Kohler, the king of Team Scream. We got Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. We got Camden coming out here. He's going to kill it, man. So Atlanta, I need you guys to make some noise because we can hear you guys. So who's ready for Freestyle?
Here's your current BKT overall event leaderboard. We have a tie at the top. JC Viticatron and Lucas Stabilizer with 20 points. Joe Foley with that win moves up to third with 19, just 1 point off the event leader. Then Mayhem and Thunderoris, where they've spent much of the year tied at 13 points to round out the top 5. So some freestyle Foley to Joey, 2 wheels.
We'll be right back with more red-hot Monster Jam fast track action from Atlanta.
We have reached the pinnacle of today's event. Atlanta, this is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Checking out Freestyle with Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Right now, Megalodon does not have any rear steer, so that's why you just saw Kevin Crocker hit reverse and back up in a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. And Kevin's actually weighs a little more than that. Heavier equipment in there. It's very hard to steer and turn a Monster Jam truck without front and rear steer. So Kevin's going to have to back up a lot and really time out his jumps here as we kick off Freestyle with Megalodon. Big time sky wheelie to start it off. We got a lot of smoke right there in Megalodon, so unfortunately not going to reach the time to get a score, did not hit the 30-second mark. So Kevin Crocker, Megalodon will not get a score. I mentioned the no rear steer, had that huge air off the jump, but we see a lot of smoke and a lot of dirt coming out, but great job there to give it a go. How about a nice round of applause? Give it up for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Here's your BKT overall event leaderboard as we catch up after two competitions. Tied at the top, Tristan England with 20, Cynthia Gauthier with 20 as well. Two great consistent events for both of them. Joe Foley, El Toro Loco with a skills win, got 12 points. That pushes him up to 19 in third. And then Mayhem and Thunder Roars tied for that fourth spot with 13. Excalibur currently tied for 6 with 12. So as I mentioned earlier, 1 point separating the top three. Tristan England looking to extend his series points lead. Cynthia Gauthier looking for her first Stadium Championship Series win this year, the overall event, and Joe Foley as well. Going to be great freestyle here as we continue on. And now our next competitor out of Osteen, Florida, representing Team Tomfoolery, it's Matt Pagliarulo in Chester. Sky wheelie over the car stack for Jester into a slap wheelie combo. Chester shoots the gap now up over the bus and into a slap wheelie combination. Mechanical issues right now plaguing Jester. Third member not pulling the truck as hard as it should be right now. Donut there in the center of the track for Jester.
Make some noise for Matt Pagliarulo, Jester.
Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, struggling through, trying to push through the third member issues. The front right of that truck not pulling as hard as it should be. Take a look at the original super glue. Glue to the action replay. There's the big jump and slap wheelie combo over that bus, just buried into the center of that ramp. And then comes right off, goes from one side of the track to the other, east to west. Multiple wheelies, multiple jumps. And Matt just powering through there, testament to his incredible skill as a driver. Here is your score for Jester, 6.968. The event championship is on the line. Business is about to pick up. Our next competitor in Monster Jam Freestyle trails the overall event lead by just 1 point. He won the skills competition. Next up, out of Leicester, Massachusetts, it's Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Joe Foley with 2 freestyle wins so far this season, looking for number 3, which would give him a great shot at the overall event championship. He led the series back in 2024 with 5 stadium freestyle wins. Behind the wheel of El Toro Loco. Here he comes with a nice slap wheelie brake check. Over the car stack, big time air, checks the brakes again, shoots the gap, and over the bus goes Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. Gets the save, tries to save it again. Ends up on the hood with 35 seconds left. Great run for Joe Foley. Probably trying to set up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip, but jump after jump after jump. Here's the original Super Glue replay. There's some big air. There's your brake check. Doesn't get the nose down. He's able to stay on all 4 BKT tires, getting all that traction on this tacky track. And again, another big time jump for Joe Foley. Freestyle Foley back in action, looking for the overall event championship right here. Went from bicycle to bicycle and just ends up hitting that jammer ramp and ends up on the hood. But there is a score for Joe Foley, 8.18. Your new leader, El Toro Loco. Thank you, Lindsay. We continue on with freestyle. Up next, out of Columbus, Michigan, it's Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Biggest air of the night so far from Mayhem. Slap wheelie combination, punches it back in, accelerates. Now on the far side, left side of the track goes Mayhem. Morgan & Morgan backflip attempt from Mayhem. Chris Kohler lines up. Gonna back up here. Did not like the angle of the truck. Here we go. First Morgan & Morgan backflip attempt of the night. Get loud. Chris Kohler and Mayhem hits the ramp. And lands it beautifully. We're not done yet. 30 seconds remaining. Biggest air of the night again for Chris Kohler and Mayhem.
Nearly entered the stratosphere with that big air. Make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Mayhem hitting the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. That was not it. 2 incredible jumps. Biggest air of the night ×2 for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. And your scores are in. Take a look at the leaderboard, your video board. Your score for Mayhem is 9.147. Your new leader, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Our next competitor out of Houston, Texas, two-time World Finals champion, Cole Stevens, Thunderosaurus. Cole Stevens won the World Finals Freestyle Championship 2 years ago. He's got one freestyle win this season. Now Thunderosaurus heating up from left to right. Up over the tabletop, then hits the jammer ramp. And now slap wheelie combination does get the back of the truck down onto the wheelie bar. Now sliding through the gap. Here comes the gap jump over the bus. Morgan and Morgan backflip attempt for Thunderosaurus. Cole Stevens got the truck up, nails it on the hard side slap to the left. He's able to keep the truck in one piece, and he's able to keep the run going. And that'll do it for Cole Stevens and Thunderosaurus. They're going to take a look at it. So here comes our US HRA tech officials to come out. The hard side slap landing. Colt was able to continue the freestyle run. But right now, our US HRA tech officials are out there to take a look at Thunderosaurus to see if the run can continue with 26 seconds left on the clock. Original Super Glue glued to the action replay for Cole Stevens. Lines up right here on that tabletop, gets over the bus, and then continues straight away across the obstacle here, and then over top of that berm. The inside of that berm to make his way to the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. And just comes in here, gets a nice angle on this, keeps the truck absolutely center, goes up 360 on Thunderosaurus. Nice push on the back end, and there's that hard side slap on the back left. So that is going to do it for Thunderosaurus. Your scores are in, and the score for Cole Stevens, 8.151. Our next competitor out of Christmas, Florida, former Rising Star Award winner, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Sparkle Smash destroying the car stack, goes backside of the berm over the tabletop. And now hits the double. Starting to get some elevation here. Serious elevation homes there for Sparkle Smash. Over the tabletop, slap wheelie, now making a turn for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash now backed up at a great angle. Here comes Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash hits the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp and nails the landing. Jamie Sullivan with 48 seconds left. Still a lot of time on the clock. Backside of the berm jump. Here comes Sparkle Smash left to right. Jamie Sullivan bicycles her way to a save. Sparkle smash, big time air, exclamation points, lap wheelie, bouncing everywhere, into the cartwheel, onto the berm. And that'll do it for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. As Sparkle Smash continued to get some momentum here, now hits that grease of the back two wheels across the back side of the ramp, hits the double down the ramp, and then here goes the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, perfectly centered in the middle of the ramp. Lands it great, backs up, and continues on with the run. And then this chain of events right here is Jamie Sullivan getting out of the truck. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. There's the air, sky wheelie, 8.748 for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Here's how we stand so far. Mayhem in first. Joe Foley dropping to second. El Toro Loco. Sparkle Smash now in third. Thunderora's in fourth. And Jester in fifth. So 5 trucks down. 7 more to go as we continue on. 6 more to go as we did see Megalodon come out without the rear steer and not get a score. So we're halfway through. Mayhem has the lead. El Toro Loco looking for the overall event championship. 6 more trucks still to come in Monster Jam Freestyle.
We'll be right back with more red hot Monster Jam Fast Track action from Atlanta.
Coming up next, you have the two-time Jam Car Avenger!
Jim Kohler is a 7-time Extreme Air Award winner, 3-time Stadium Freestyle of the Year, 4-time Stadium Freestyle of the Year winner, and a 2-time Freestyle World Finals champion. Now heads to the center lane. Jim Kohler lining up Avenger for a jump over the bus. Gets Avenger going, now headed to the near side, the inside part of that racetrack berm, which now becomes a jammer here in our freestyle competition. Huge air from Mr. Excitement. Into the bicycle, Jim Kohler able to make the save in Avenger. We're going to pause the clock at 44 seconds to give Avenger a chance to get going and refire again to continue the freestyle run. The only driver to ever compete in all 24 World Finals in the same truck, and I'm just being informed that Avenger cannot continue with the freestyle run, so get your scores in. It's open right now. But here's the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. Avenger riding so smooth across that center lane, gets up over the buses, clears it by about a truck length into a slap wheelie, and then coming back the other side as well. Goes over to the right of that ramp, passing the Morgan & Morgan backflip. There is Avenger launching into orbit in Atlanta. Jim Kohler saves it right here, but just too much on that jump. Took out Avenger in freestyle. Your score, 8.335 for Jim Kohler in Avenger. Let's continue on with freestyle with the event championship on the line. Here is Tristan England, JCB Digatron. If Tristan England finishes below second, it does not score higher than El Toro Loco, he will be eliminated from overall event championship contention. So a lot on the line here for Tristan England and his quest for the BKT overall event championship trophy. Comes up over the berm, gets the front down. 1 minute has expired, so Tristan England has hit that 1 minute mark. Now turning into the Morgan & Morgan backflip with a championship on the line. Tristan England sends JCB Digatron into a moonwalk combination after the backflip. Perfect brake check, able to accelerate into reverse at the right moment. Great catch. And Tristan England remains in this freestyle run and the hunt for the event championship.
Can you dig it, Tristan England? JCB Digatron.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. JCB Digatron, one jump after another. Tristan England methodical here in this freestyle run, hitting everything at the right angle up over the berm. Greases the front two wheels, smooth on the landing. Here's the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Then watch us right here. Checks the brakes right there into a catch, into reverse for the moonwalk. Again, he's got to finish above El Toro Loco to stay in the hunt for the overall event championship. Slap wheelie combination for Tristan England. Your scores are locked. Your score for JCB Digatron is 8.860. Second place. Tristan England remains in the hunt for the event championship trophy. Our next competitor out of Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, the 2019 World Finals high jump champion, Cynthia Gauthier. Lucas Stabilizer. She needs to beat Tristan England's score in order to be the favorite to win the overall event championship trophy. So another high pressure run here for Cynthia Gauthier. Lucas Stabilizer has reached the 90-second mark, so Cynthia Gauthier will qualify for a score. Over the blue car stack comes Lucas Stabilizer. Past the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, backside of the berm corner. Started to heat up a bit here with some big air jumps off the tabletop, down the center lane of the track. Over the bus goes Lucas Stabilizer. .30 seconds remaining in this run. Tabletop jump now for Cynthia Gauthier. Up over the face of that ramp on the step up, now over the berm corner on the blue side. A lot of water developing in that corner as Cynthia Gauthier trying to line Lucas Stabilizer up for the Morgan, and Morgan backflip. Seconds ticking away. The clock is going to pause here for Lucas Stabilizer. She will not be able to continue. Broken shock on Lucas Stabilizer. So the clock stops with 5 seconds left in front of the Morgan, and Morgan backflip ram. Another big jump here as she was just ramping up to get across the track. And then again, Cynthia on the backside of the tabletop with another big air jump over the car stack, coming over left to right on the track. And again, the big air for the World Finals high jump champion Cynthia Gauthier. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is 7.599. Out next in freestyle out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, 5-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Started to cross thread from the outside corner to the inside corner. Now straightens up over the bus. Biggest air over the bus we've seen from that side of the track. Coming across to the left. Goes again over the tabletop. 2 freestyle wins on the year. Has the 4th highest average on this series at 8.200. Clips the back 2 wheels on that ramp, able to make the save. Nose goes down hard, he's able to save it again, flips the truck to the front, then to the back. Great control from the 5-time World Finals champion. Smooth spin around for Gravedigger. Morgan to Morgan backflip attempt. Here goes Adam Anderson. Nice rotation. 1 wheel on the moonwalk combo. Able to keep it going. Car stack berm. Look at the nose go down. Ends up flipping the car up. He's got a save opportunity. And unfortunately just ends up in the middle of the track in that soft spot. Well, what a run for Adam Anderson. What a finish. As our tech officials are out to get Adam safely out of the truck, you're going to check out the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. Exciting moment, wow moment after wow moment for Adam Anderson. There is the big length jump. Gets all the way across, about 4 truck lengths again. Continues to air it out. Soft landing here on all 4 BKT tires. Gets the front up into a slap wheelie combination. Able to turn the front steer to keep the truck moving in the direction he wanted. That is absolute man versus machine with Adam winning. And here's a Morgan to Morgan backflip. Great execution into the 1-wheel moonwalk. Your scores are in, and the score for Adam Anderson and Gravedigger is 9.109. Gravedigger moves into 2nd place. Let's pick it back up, continue on with freestyle. Out next out of Itasca, Illinois, it's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy trying to get some points back after missing the JCB Racing competition. He leads this series with 5 freestyle wins. And it's tied for the series lead with 5 overall event championships and beautiful execution on the tabletop. Goes for a bicycle. Now stays off into the middle, going again from one side of the track to the other, hitting everything in front of him. Classroom Crusher starting to heat up a little bit. Acceleration as it goes for the near side berm in that blue berm corner. Morgan to Morgan backflip attempt now for Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy lined up, pushes off the top of that container with the back 2 wheels, able to hit reverse. And he's got some room in front of him and 38 seconds on the clock. Over the berm. Shoots the gap. Now heading for the tabletop. Camden Murphy slap wheelie combo.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Take a look at the original Superglue replay. Camden Murphy over the blue car stack. Maintains momentum, full go on the school bus with that green light. And now slap wheelie city right there. Then over here on the step up on the back end of that, over the tabletop as well. Just look at the center of the truck, absolutely on that center ramp, hitting the jumps beautifully. There's a perfect backflip, spins it around. Got a little room there, goes for the moonwalk on the back end of the combination move. And then again on the red side, tabletop, slap wheelie combo for Camden Murphy. The score for Classroom Crusher is 7.774. So Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, 7.774. We're down to our final competitor in Monster Jam Freestyle.
Atlanta Motor Speedway, we got one more truck left in freestyle, and I want you to help me introduce this truck. For 41 years, it's been known for no guts and no glory. When I say no guts, you say no glory. No guts! No guts! Michael Pagliarulo in Excalibur!
Beautiful drift turn from Excalibur. Off to the side, cross-threading from right to left to right here. Now in the center lane goes Excalibur. Mike Pagliarulo's freestyle wins, second on Stadium Championship Series East. Came on late last season and has kept up that momentum. A real threat on the freestyle track with big air like that. Just misses clipping that tabletop. Incredible awareness to turn the truck. Clock is paused with 55 seconds left. Matt Pagliarulo giving him the sign to refire it up. We'll see if Excalibur can continue to go. He has hit the 1 minute mark. He will earn a score no matter what. Great look inside the cab of Michael Pagliarulo trying to get Excalibur refired again to continue on with Monster Jam Freestyle. It's been an incredible competition, an incredible night. Excalibur wanting to get it done here with the full 2 minutes on the clock. Continuing to try. Long pause on this clock for Michael Pagliarulo. We see our UNOH Tech officials now coming on out. And that is going to do it. Unfortunately, Excalibur will be unable to continue the freestyle run, which means scoring is open. All right, so Michael Pagliarulo now going to end the freestyle competition. We're going to throw freestyle leaderboard up here momentarily to give you a look. There is your score for Excalibur, 7.554. 10th place for Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur. And that means our freestyle winner, Chris Kohler, Mayhem, going to walk out of here with a freestyle crown. And he is running out on the track. Let him hear you, folks. Chris Kohler, Mayhem, coming into Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, taking the freestyle competition. And he is coming to you. One of the most charismatic stars in Monster Jam, climbing the fence. Chris Kohler with an exclamation mark on a great night here at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, taking the freestyle win. Another great competition win for Chris Kohler.
Chris, congratulations. And of course, you had to come over here and make sure you saw your fans face to face. Congratulations on yet another freestyle win here on this season. How good does it feel to have it here?
I couldn't be happier. I'll tell you what, this is a bucket list show of mine. So to come here and do as good as we did, made it in the finals for racing, ended up winning freestyle, huge air. I'll tell you what, you win on a speedway, you climb the fence, baby.
And of course, you got to watch your father as well, getting even higher air than you. How awesome is it when both colors get to do so great here at Echo Park Speedway?
Well, let's get the measuring tape out so you got higher, but it was pretty good air. Team Scream does it, that's what it's known for. He's Extreme Air of the Year, 7th time in a row for a reason. I'm just trying to fill those shoes. I mean, I look up to him every day. He's my hero. He's a killer, man. I mean, he is the reason that I do all of this. It's him and you guys. Absolutely love you. Your guys' support made it so we can do it for 29 years, 30 years next year, and hopefully I got 30 more on top of my own belt.
Congratulations, Monster Jam fans. Give it up for your freestyle winner, Chris Kohler in Mayhem.
All right, Chris getting 12 points with the win. Here's your final BKT overall event leaderboard. JCB Digatron with 30, El Toro Loco with 28, Mayhem finishes with 25, Lucas Stabilizer with 24, and Gravedigger with 21, which means your overall event champion is Tristan England, JCB Digatron. So he is down on the track as well. We are going to send it back down to Lindsay Noble for the trophy presentation. Tristan England, JCB Digatron, your BKT overall event champion.
Tristan, we said it during halftime. Consistency is a key. Here I am handing you the trophy in Atlanta 3 times in a row. Of course, you swept the weekend last season here in Atlanta. What's it mean to be able to do it again here? What did you do to put it all together?
You know, all these guys out here and gals, man, we're all a big family behind the scenes. And as you can see, I'm going to have to hang out in my fire suit for the rest of this weekend. But we're having fun with you guys, Atlanta. Every single time we come out, y'all show up and show out. Y'all are super loud. This speedway, I know it's super big, but us big trucks, we make it look a little smaller. Thank you, Atlanta. We love you guys. Y'all are awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Shout out to Crash. I know you're watching, man. I love you. Woo! Got another one, baby! Yeah!
3 competitions, 3 different winners, but at the end of the night, the most consistent driver and the series points leader wins another event championship trophy as Tristan England and JCB Digatron are locked and loaded in Atlanta. For more exciting Monster Jam content and the full television schedule, head on over to monsterjam.com and join us next week when we return here to Echo Park Speedway with more incredible Stadium Championship Series East action on another exciting edition of Monster Jam Fast Track.
Now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster